and we are going to click wall. Then let's put in our measurements. I'm just gonna make it 10 by 10 meters. Okay, then by holding shift, align with the left bottom side of the wall, click, right click, then go back to arrow. As you can see, now we have a square. When we go to our 3D, you click the wall and show its properties. Now we are gonna go to model and override our settings. We're gonna change it. As you can see, it's stucco yellow rough. So let us find something like the paint light gray and click to override. As you can see now in our 3D it's gray. Let's go back to our floor plan, go to our slab tool and select to cover the whole walls. As we can see in our 3D, let's go back to our ground floor plan. Now click shift control shift G to ungroup and let us move it up by 1.5 meters. So align it again with the wall. Now let's duplicate this wall by clicking Ctrl Shift D and move it down. Now let's change the size of this wall and make it around 4 meters by clicking 4000, and let's also rotate it by pressing Shift Ctrl M to duplicate and mirror to make it face upwards. Also, let's realign it. Now if you can go to our 3D, you can see that we have everything as it is, as it shows. Now let us go back to our 3D, select all our walls. As we want to make this one a double story, so we're gonna find our hotspot and click Shift Ctrl D to duplicate and move it up by 3000, which is 3 meters. When we go back to our ground floor, we select our slab tool and put our slab. As you can see, now we have our slab. We go back to our arrow, click Shift Ctrl D to duplicate again and move our slab upwards to our first floor. Let us fix our slab corners to make it align with our walls so that it doesn't show outwards on our first floor by subtracting. And there you go, delete the last piece. As you can see, now we have a nice view of our incomplete facade. So we're gonna work out on the front. So let us extend the slab also on the right hand side to complete the balcony by using the adding tool. And make sure that our slab aligns with the wall. Now let's also duplicate the bottom wall by first moving it to make sure it's of the correct measurements. By moving it a meter to the left, align right there. Now I think I wanna make the first floor to be the same shape with the ground floor. So let's also duplicate the second side of the ground floor by extending it with another 3 meters top at the first floor. Also, let us shift it again to the left by another 2 meters to make it of nice and big complete design. Actually, let's make it 2.5 meters. There we go. Extend everything else. And let us go complete it on our ground floor since everything is easier. And also let us work on our slab by adding it using the add tool. Also our first floor slab, complete everything. There we go. Go back to our 3D. As you can see, it's nice and fitting. And also now let us duplicate it, the ground floor wall to our first floor. But first of all, let us add our garage door. So go to design and door. By going to the door panels, also let's find garage door and extend it. Let us make it 4.8 meters to make it of nice and double garage door. Everything, leave it as it is, and also let us change the outline to black so that we don't see orange lines by default of Archicad. Let us put our garage door. Now it's beginning to form shape, and let us go ahead and duplicate our walls to our first floor by first changing the size, or let us just change the wall heights to 6 meters. There we go. And extend the back wall right there. Okay, there it is. Now let us duplicate our first floor slab and make our roof by clicking our first floor slab and select Ctrl Shift D to put it on top. Now let us subtract to make it align with all our external walls by using the subtract tool. And I'm just gonna give the slab a nice surface color by changing our surfaces to stucco white rough. Give it a nice view and also change the height to 600. Oh yes, to 600. There we go. I just want to keep it thick and nice, also portraying on the outside of the walls. So I'm gonna move it forward by 600 and also let it align with the wall. Move it to the left, make it sure it sticks out. Yes, just like that. I think I'm gonna move it a little bit. There we go. It's starting to form shape. Let's make sure it aligns with the walls by clicking the left hotspot and also using the subtract tool. Let's make our slabs uniform, meaning making our roof slab same as the first floor slab. So let us go back and fix our first floor slab by duplicating the roof slab, moving it down, making it our first floor slab. Let us shift it to the right, shift it forward to let it stick out as I've said it before, and let us remove the excess from the left by using the subtract tool again. Go back to our wall tool by clicking Ctrl T, model, and let's change it to stucco wall white. And let's go to our ground floor. Let us create a nice big column next to our garage entrance. As you can see, arrow tool, let it stick out. Control T to change the size. Let us make it 600 so that it's big enough. And also let it align with our first floor slab. And let us fix the hole in our slab by using the add tool. Let us subtract to make it align with our column. And also let us fix the hole on our roof slab by using the add tool. There we go. Now we are beginning to form a nice shape of our facade. As you can see, let us duplicate our column to the left hand side by clicking Shift Ctrl D and selecting a hotspot. Let us pull it all the way down by changing the height. Actually, let us make it just about the bottom. Select any part of the wall by pressing Alt and using the eyedropper. Press Ctrl T to change the wall properties. And let us first change the thickness of the wall to, let us make it 70, and let us change our model to stucco yellow rough. Click escape and let us go back to our ground floor so that we make sure it aligns with the wall that you want. Let us change the outside core of the face by pressing P. Go back to our left hand side tab and click window. Control T. Let us select our window. Let us make it a nice long window, which will be roughly half the size of our whole height, which is 4.4 meters height. And let us make it 400 to our sill height. And also let us change the outlines to black so that it doesn't show as orange by default as Archicad. Also let us change the surfaces to ivory stone marble black and put it on the middle of the left hand side wall. As you can see, it's still small, so let us change it by increasing the height so that it aligns with the top side nearly by the roof. And also at the bottom, shift it to the right. Nice. Let us extend our cladding to the left, and also let us change the surface of the cladding by making it the logs. Leave the log as it is, override and change the surface to wood, which will be, let us use wood oak light. Click OK. Let us also change the balcony wall from our first floor bedroom to logs. By pressing the wall and click Command T, go to wood oak light as the surface. And also make it log, use log wall. As in log wall settings, click OK, OK everything, leave it as it is. So now let's change our exterior wall to go to siding, find something nice. Let us go synthetic stone. Let's just go to plaster. Let's use rough brown, beige rough. Click OK. Nice. Let us make everything to be formal as it is by using the same surface for all the exterior walls. There we go. Let us go back to our ground floor and fix everything. Divide our floor plan, make it realistic by dividing the garage with the lounge. And also let us go and add doors by going to the door tool. Click Ctrl T or double tap on the door tool. Find a door which will be suitable for exterior. Let us change to 700 to see it fits our wall. Too small, so let us revert back to 900. There we go. Light facing inside. And let us change it since it doesn't fit. Okay, let's try this one. Perfect. Now let's copy this door by pressing Alt and right click where it is and pressing Ctrl T. Let us find the basic door. Basic door. Archicad basic door. Still browsing. Okay, here it is. Click OK. Now let's make an entrance to the garage. Go back to our 3D. As you can see now, our design is complete. Our modern townhouse is complete. Let us subtract our slab to make a driveway. Change our floor to wood. Let us also align our slab with the wall, with the floor slab, and also let us make it a driveway. by using the Add tool. Just go ahead and add mesh, go to the ground floor, mesh to add grass and make our design realistic.